The process for developing a soft product normally starts with the concept development stage. This allows you to explore multiple concepts in theory and research into materials that could potentially work. This is really important as in the soft products, normally the material can do quite a lot of the work for you if you choose the right fabrics. Once you've settled on a concept, you'll move to a design for prototype. This kind of finalises everything, including the material palette that you might use. Next, you want to really test these things physically and bring it to life in something called a basic physical model. Now, these can look fairly rudimental, but they're actually really useful and we learn a lot from them. It allows us to make up something really quickly, test it and see what's working and what's not. After that is a really good stage to get other people's opinions on it. Up till now you've had ours and yours, but really testing it with your target market group and seeing what their response to it can be really useful, as well as getting IP opinions. So this can be about potential protection for the product, and that will also feed into the design. We then take all of that and feed it into a Mark 1 prototype. Now this is slightly more refined, it might be in more of a material palette that's true to what the final one will be. But again, it allows us to test it and look at the construction and try and make something that's looking a bit more like what we intend it to be. Now this can go through several stages after that in terms of a Mark 2 and maybe even a Mark 3. As you can see with these ones, they do develop slowly and each prototype is a refinement of the last one. A really good example here was that to start with, we put the bottom strap at a straight angle. Now this was cutting into the user's knee, as this is a knee pad design. So instead, in the next one, from that feedback, we then moved it into a diagonal placement and that worked a lot better. You can also see how the aesthetics develop through these prototypes. To start with, we say always get the function right and then bring in the aesthetics, but it is really important as it helps towards protecting the idea if your branding's really strong. Once you've got all that ready, you're at your final prototype stage and looking to manufacture. Samples from the manufacturer can vary, and it's really important to do sampling because it shows that they've understood the manufacturing specification, and equally you can evaluate if their construction methods and their choice of materials is up to your quality standards. Now with this project we went through 3 different manufacturing samples until we were happy with it. Once you're happy with it, you'll be ready to place your first order with the factory and launch to market.